On the cliffy east side of the Steens Mountains, jutting above the alkali flats of Alvord Lake, there is an old mining tract called Pike Creek Trail. It follows a canyon with a view of needle caves in the walls to the south, and then, after a stream crossing, rises into alpine meadows and colorful rock formations. Strong hikers can continue into the Box Canyon and ultimately higher into the Steens Mountain Wilderness. We are not young. We are not in a hurry. We like to study the landscape features and the small details, the flora, the fauna, the long arc of geological history.
We believe, like Aristotle, that in all things of nature there is something of the marvelous. We are Elizabeth and Terry. We are two on a trail. Pike Creek Trail is in a very remote location in southeastern Oregon on East Steens Road. We took the 38.8 miles route south from Crane, Oregon, which provides good views of the eastern escarpment of the mountain. The trail is also accessible from Fields by driving north on East Steens Road for 24.7 miles. Be prepared for remote conditions with maps, a full tank of gas, and plenty of water. Park in a pull-off on East Steens Road at Pike Creek Road, a gated access road. Here you will find a sign and details about the hike. Cross a cattle guard and walk up Pike Creek Road for 1 mile to the official start of the trail. Steens Mountain is part of the ancestral homeland of the northern Paiute, who have stewarded this land since time immemorial and still live and thrive here. Steens Mountain is the site of the oldest of the Columbia River basalts, which erupted for about 100,000 years, about 17 million years ago. These were huge flows covering over 20,000 square miles. Then, about 15 million years ago, a fault uplifted the mountain more than 4,000 feet. The shape of Steens Mountain today is due to the ice ages of the Pleistocene, when glaciers covered the summit and carved deep U-shaped valleys. At the end of the Pleistocene, water collected in great pluvial lakes, filled only by rainfall, having no inlet or outlet streams. Alvord Lake, today a dry playa, is a remnant of a much larger lake that filled the valley floor.
Okay, we've made it up the access road, and
Here's the trail sign.
raining a little bit, but it's that warm rain of summer. Wow. Back in the day, we'd say that's pretty groovy. Desert roses. I think we're going to get our feet wet. There was a little rain shower when we started up. That went away. Now the sun's coming through. I think I have one too many layers on.
Coming to another interesting rock formation here.
There's a little waterfall down there. So you'll get it. Pretty cool.
Oh,
See that little slot? Might be a little waterfall in there.
Yeah, the creek is gonna rise to meet us, I think. We'll see. We'll go around the corner and see what we see. A lot of the flowers have bloomed out. There's still a few. Probably as we get a little higher, hopefully there'll be more flowers. And so now we're rounding the bend to something that looks, probably there's a stream. Oh, look at the flowers in here. The larkspur and the paintbrush. So we did cross the stream and we're heading up 1.6 miles to another trail junction. It's kind of pretty in here with all these wildflowers. It's a little higher so the wildflowers aren't so played out. Interesting rocks up there. This is a nice trail in here. Oh, look at this beautiful penstemon. Big old lump of blue penstemon. And blue lupin. We're getting high enough that we're seeing this in full bloom.
And there's a pretty good view of the playa out there. We are now at 5,200 feet, and I don't know if we have much more elevation gain. Do you know what our elevation would be when we get to where we're going? 400 feet more to the forks.
Right.
Okay, and that's probably where we'll have lunch and then head back? Okay. Well, it's a very interesting hike, moderately challenging, but we take our time and we get there and we get back.
Well, we're about 2.5 miles, 2.6 miles in from the car, and we're going to call this good. Well, because we're not in a hurry, and it's really beautiful right here.
The northern Paiute are a remarkable people, able to survive and thrive under conditions that settler colonists found extremely inhospitable. Chief Winnemucca from the Pyramid Lake region of Nevada was so distraught by the treatment of his people at the hands of the white settlers and miners and the army, which was supposed to be their protectors, that after the Mud Lake Massacre of 1865, he fled with a handful of his followers. Far from the reservation and the agents who tried to monitor and restrict their every move, they established a stronghold somewhere here in Steens Mtn, where they could live as they had always lived and try to gain some perspective of the cataclysmic events that had disrupted their lives and traditional culture.
Thank you, penstemon, for showing your face. Wow, the sun's really coming out, isn't it? Mm-hmm.
I think I see our trail over there around the hillside. If that... We saw a cool snake on the trail.
Yeah, non-poisonous.
Saw some quail and the baby
Tuckers.
quails.